look at this thing. This is a beautiful new iPhone 11 Pro. Just got it. Love it. Probably the best design work, far better than any architect is practicing today. Why? It's elegant looking, but it also just works like like the slickest thing you can imagine for putting the whole world in one hand. And it's so affordable that millions of people around the world are using smartphones. This one's on the pricey side, but you get the idea that the buildings that we're designing now are not as well designed as this or automobiles or airplanes. They're also too expensive and they don't perform so well. And that's all about good design. And we need to gear ourselves, to organize ourselves differently so that we step up our game, because we're not serving the needs of society with great design thinking. Instead, I think architects are pushing themselves. They're playing defensive architecture. Design is in the back seat, and in the front seat is taking plenty of time with working drawings and specs and so on to keep the contractor from having our lunch and so on. And if that rings a bell, I bet it does with many people. We're practicing the wrong way. And I think unless people think about how to practice, we're doomed to repeat the same mistakes that Helmuth and Helmuth had more than 100 years ago. We all need, as a profession, to think of ways to become, not just to survive the coronavirus, but how to take back the world of design. Because right now, I think people in our society think of building design as almost, I will say this word, frivolous. Gee, it's expensive, and do I really need an architect? Can't I just get a contractor to build me a building? Or can't I just buy a set of house plans because it's too expensive to hire an architect? So we risk becoming irrelevant when the world actually, especially as we're gathering in great cities, the world needs great design more than ever, not just for our cell phones and our cars, but for our buildings and our streets and our cities and so on. So I am a man on a mission. But in order to do great design, you have to know how to practice. The world needs great design. It doesn't need struggling architects. It needs great design.